Now everybody wants the epic entrances at WrestleMania. Everybody knows when the Undertaker's entrance happens, that is like the Super Bowl halftime show. But what about the other WWE superstars who have those iconic entrances at WrestleMania? Let's, for instance, talk about Triple H. He was another guy who was the cerebral assassin, the Game, who always had epic entrances. Let's take a look at how Triple H sets up his WrestleMania entrances and the struggles or the process that these guys need to go to just for an entrance.
We had our music guy, Jim Johnston, who was working on this music, and it wasn't the sound I wanted, and I kept telling him what I wanted.
Sound is everything.
We just weren't getting it right, and I kept saying, God, I want it more raw, more gritty, Motorhead, you know what I mean? Think Motorhead, and he gave me a couple of passes at it, and then finally said, why don't we just get Motorhead to do it? And I was like, well, I didn't know that was an option, you know? So we called, and they were into it, and they did the song for me, and then they came to one of the shows, and
Triple
we met.
H's Terminator
them
entrance?
and I just kind of hit it off, and got over the years. They've played me to the ring a few times. I go to their shows a bunch. Lem always comes. If we're in LA, it's funny because he's not a big WWE fan, but he comes and he pulls his limo under the Staples Center in LA, and he just sits in the car and he waits, and they tell me he's there, and then right before my match, they go and get him and they bring him out, and he sits in the crowd, he watches my match, and he goes back in the car and he sits and he waits for me to get done showering to come out and talk.
In my opinion, the entrance makes that character much more better. The better the entrance, the better the character.